it's a very technical track in how it's mixed. It
Yeah.
is a perfect mix of kind of like slow speed and fast speed
Yeah.
corner. Yeah, and it has all these undulating elevations. And Max, Lando, and Lewis are going to be the people to look out for because they enjoy this track a lot
Yeah.
more than most. Um, I think the trick will be how the cars then, in terms
Yeah.
of setup and all those things, come correct, especially with only one practice session.
Only one practice, so FP1. Then they go straight to
Sprint shootout.
sprint qualifier.
Yeah, the shootout. Yeah,
That's going to function as FP2, basically, a very brief FP2. And then by the time
sure.
they get to the sprint race on Saturday morning, that also, even though it's a race, it's still learning the track. And then by the time they get to qualifying, so it's still kind of the same process, but it's without as much free practice where nothing is at stake. You get my point? Yeah. Because in free
Yeah,
practices, you're not racing. So there's a lot more racing, but the shootout itself. So I think the last time this happened, I think was it the Dutch Grand Prix or somewhere like that. It actually worked out very well because these guys were learning a lot more about race trim by doing the sprint races. You get my point? Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but they do lose the repetition you get with free practice where you can get a lot of mileage. But I think at this point it's not with the sim and everything, it's not that big a deal.
Drivers can always do the simulator thing, but I think the tricky part is how the car performs on track,
Yeah,
opposed to what data they would have
yeah,
found
the correlation between
inside the
the
wind
tunnel and the
tunnel,
thing.
or you know.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, I think the challenge lies more on the engineers and the mechanics. Like I said, in terms of
yeah,
car setup, they have to be on the money. They have to know 100% that the upgrades that they're bringing are going to be bringing performance.
yeah,
Uh, I mean, I think someone like McLaren is bringing a floor for the first time
yeah.
since Miami. Um, so that's going to be
I
tricky.
think whatever upgrades they bring is not going to be too extremely different from what they have. That's something because I think right now they're the fastest car constructors, and their car has so much balance that they don't really need to make these small adjustments because I don't think there are any challenges to their balance.
Yeah. Yeah. I
They have
think. I
everything
mean,
going. They've got grip, they've got cooling, they've got heating up for the tires when they need it. It seems
yeah.
like they have everything. Yeah.
They seem to have everything sort of.
They're getting greedy. I hate to say it like how Red Bull get it. Let's push and even get further ahead of them.
Yeah. Looking at how thin the margins have been
Yeah.
in qualifying, they do
Yeah.
need to
Qualifying
sort
is
of
still a
make
challenge.
sure.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's what it is.
they do need to make sure that they get ahead of the pack, because the development race is where the race starts.
They should
Um,
they should do like Red Bull and have a bib where you have two different floor heights. Red Bull, those guys are terrible, man. Red Bull are terrible, and they said, "Oh, but we never use it. It's only there."
I I don't think there's a usable device that is on the car that is not used.
Yeah, come on, man.
Um,
And all of a
that,
sudden,
that that's that's
Verstappen got
being
better last
completely
week again. Yeah,
disingenuous.
yeah,
And especially seeing that they have been struggling to get speed.
yeah.
And I mean, unfortunately, this kind of infringement is not, I think, as P
It's
said,
another loophole. It's another loophole.
yeah,
Not
and
yeah.
no, that's not a loophole. Actually, it's like
Oh, you're not
a
supposed to
clear
have it, but they
black and
told them to
white.
take it off. But now they can make it a specific rule, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been a clear black and white thing. That, I mean, it's like
These guys are
changing
terrible.
cars after park Ferme. Like that's clear
Yeah,
black.
what they want to do is they want to have a setup that helps them for qualifying. But once that's set up, it might hurt them for the long race. But now they're switching it again. They think they're going to switch it
And
so
then they
that
switch and then they switch it again
yeah,
to
because
fit
what's
the
been
race.
happening is whenever
So yeah, so I
Max
mean,
puts on a lot of downforce, he doesn't have enough speed during the race. But it seemed like it was weird. He had a low downforce, high downforce setting. Then in the race, he was doing well, and then he was even saying, "Oh, we don't even have as much drag. You don't have drag because you've now lifted up the car again." You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's just funny.
So
The
yeah,
cheating
but
is getting out of control.
I've been reading with this scandal. Everyone has been quoting Ross Brown on saying in F1, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah,
So
it sounds
that's
like
the
something Picasso would say about stealing other people's work.
yeah, that's the cliche. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure.
All right. What do you